All right, this video today is going to be a Q&A.
What is the most frequent thing you fight about?
Oh my god, I think that's probably the number one thing that he could say that pisses me off. Are you trying for another baby? How has Lauren been since the miscarriage? Okay, what made you make a YouTube channel? Okay.
What's up, everybody?
Hey. All right, this video today is going to be a Q&A. And we got all these questions from Arie's Instagram followers, and we're super excited to do this. We've been trying to do this for a long time, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, true. And we have a lot more to talk about now. Obviously, some big changes in our life. So we also appreciate every one of you. So please, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment.
Hit the notification bell.
Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video comes out. We're so close to 100K, and it'd be awesome to reach that milestone. So
yeah, we gotta get that plaque.
I know, that's so sick.
We're gonna put it on display in our office.
That'd be awesome.
So happy.
So like Lauren said, we reached out to our Instagram following. So there's a lot of good questions on here. So let's get started. She's always gotta get taller than me, by the way, guys.
No, I don't.
Anytime we're doing something like this, she's gotta get like
so
doop.
Competitive. He like feels like I'm taller, and it's an issue for some reason.
This is every single time we do this. This is so funny.
I just like to be. I feel like I'm.
This is a good transition actually, because the first question is, what is the most frequent thing you fight about, dude? I'll let her take this one.
I guess. What is it? Time?
Time.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
We both work from home, and we have two businesses that we do together, and then we each have a couple we do on our own as well. So we're always trying to balance time. Like when he has to do something, I have to watch Alessi, or when I need to do something, he has to watch Alessi. So we're always like frantically running around with our heads chopped off and being like, you got her? Okay, cool. But if we don't have her, then sometimes we have an issue.
And if I ever tell Lauren that she's in a bad mood,
oh my god, I think that's probably the number one thing that he could say that pisses me off.
Yeah.
If he's like, oh, you're in such a bad mood today, I'm like, no.
Then if she wasn't, then she is now.
Yeah.
And she will be for
instantly,
a while.
I'm in a bad mood.
So all the guys watching this right now, don't ever say, you're always in a,
I feel like
you're
if you're
in a bad mood.
I'm like, no.
Oh, don't say that. All right, here's a good question about our house.
Okay.
Okay, so if you haven't already seen our house tour, make sure to check that out. We just moved into this place. This is our master bedroom. We've got this like big poof in the corner, and this is kind of where we hang.
I'm just gonna tell you guys where it's from because I know there's gonna be questions about it. It's from Lovesac. We've had it for like 2 or 3 years, and it's great.
Yeah, we used to have 2 big ones in our living room.
This was the only furniture we owned when we first moved to our first house together.
Yeah, for sure. It was
for
awesome.
Like 6 months.
So it says, will you add more bedrooms to the new house if you have more kids?
The answer is if we have more than one kid.
More than one more.
More than one more.
Yeah.
So if we have another one, we're gonna put them in the other guest room that we have in the house right now, and then we're gonna turn the barn into a guest house with a few other purposes too.
Yeah.
But if we have 3 kids, then we'll probably add another bedroom, right? On
of course,
the other side of the house.
We have enough property to expand the house. The barn right now is really cool because we can make it into, the idea, if we don't get horses, is to do a guest house, workout, gym, and then garage, all
and
under
office.
one, and office for both of us, so we can work next to each other.
Because
So
we're not together enough already.
So
Maybe we should get like a curtain partition so that when we're mad at each other, we can divide the room. We'll be like, bye.
Anytime I go, are you in a bad mood? Shh.
Yeah, I'll just close the curtain.
Yeah.
Are you trying for another baby? I knew this was gonna be a question that a lot of people would ask. So we're not currently trying because once you have a miscarriage, you have to wait until you have a normal cycle again before you can start trying, just because it's not healthy to try and get pregnant right away.
And more recently, Lauren's been saying a little bit like, man, maybe we should wait a little longer. So I don't
know. I probably won't though. I just go back and forth all the time. I think for me, I'm never gonna feel 100% ready.
I don't think anyone's 100% ready. And I think we cherish the time we have with Alessi so much.
That's the biggest thing.
That we're like afraid of the next chapter and having another baby because we want to give so much attention to Alessi.
I was thinking about this morning too. If we have another baby, then I'm not really gonna be able to hang out with Alessi as much for like the first 6 months of that baby's life. So then I get really sad, and I think like I don't want to be away from Alessi that long, or like not be able to be with her all the time. So that's what I have a hard time with.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the worry, but
And
then-
also, like, how could I love another baby as much as Alessi? Everyone says that, but it's real. I just
Yeah.
don't, like, what if I don't love it as much as Alessi?
I'm sure that you will, but also I think that too, it's like if you think about Alessi, having a little brother or sister is also the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
Because she loves
She
babies.
wants a friend so
Yeah,
bad.
and she just like gravitates towards our friends' kids so much. Like if we had our friends over that we've been hanging out with through this whole quarantine, and they have a little 6-month-old, and she was so cute with him yesterday. So you just know that she would love that, you know. So
Yeah, that's true.
We want
See,
that
this
for
is why
her.
I go back and forth all the time.
yeah,
Do you feel like a bachelor couple, or are your lives really normal now? I feel like both, in my opinion.
yeah. We were talking about this the other day. This is why I thought this was a good question, because we're on our porch, we're on our backyard, so we're looking at our backyard, and we're just like, wow, our life is just like crazy how we got here in just a few years. And it doesn't even, the show feels so far in the past, even though it wasn't that long. Like so much has happened, and I feel like it's a part of our story, but it's almost becoming a distant memory to me.
Yeah, like we are a very normal family, I think. But I think other people who didn't go on TV look at us and they don't think we're normal. So I think there's definitely like
Yeah.
a little bit of both happening there.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously gonna be forever grateful of that experience and meeting each other that way, and it's so unique. And it's gonna be something that we're gonna have to tell Leslie someday and kind of explain to her. You know, who knows if The Bachelor will be on for another 20 years. But I don't know. I feel like kids these days, they learn pretty quick, so she'll probably be asking.
I think
you
she'll
know.
probably hear from a kid at school and then come back and be like, what are they
Wait,
talking about?
Exactly. All right, so this one is, what is the best thing you have experienced during quarantine?
I think I've discovered that I have a knack for doing hair.
Yes, that's so good.
I mean, I don't like, there's mixed feelings on the blonde.
There
I
is.
get it. It's fine. It's
So-
a big change. But let me just say,
Yeah.
I think that I do have some serious skill when it comes to cutting Arie's hair.
You definitely have some
I don't
skill.
feel like there's really much argument with that.
I have not gone to my regular barber since February. So it's just a testament to how good she is, because I'm
Thanks.
like, yeah, because
Thanks.
I'm like, and I think there's, everyone's really divided. So comment below if you think I should keep the blonde or go back to gray.
think you should keep it.
I'm liking the blonde, but you know, everyone's sort of divided. And I'm going back to work now a little bit doing real estate, and I'm gonna be showing houses. And I'm just like curious of what like the general perception is.
I feel like it makes you look cool. You're like a little more edgy.
I'm like a cool dad,
Yeah.
not just a
He's
regular
an
dad.
edgy realtor. All of his clients will be like, I want that guy to sell
All
my
right,
house.
all right,
Okay,
all right.
this question is, I never see Alessi with any toys. Does she have any?
She has
yes.
so
She has a
many
lot of
toys.
toys.
We just hide them.
Yeah, we put them away. There's a place for her toys. There's a room for her toys. We try to keep them
Mm-hmm.
in there as much as possible. But she honestly is more fascinated with other things happening. Like she does this thing where she'll go around the house and pick up the only piece of fuzz on the ground, and she'll
Tiny.
come over and bring it
And
to
hand
you.
it to you.
Or she'll like try and throw things away all the time.
Or she'll, you know, be looking outside and looking at the birds, and she'll try to talk to us and point at things. And so,
She's really interactive.
yeah, she's super interactive, and I feel like she's like social more than she is like into her toys.
Yeah.
So-
if we're in there playing with her on her toys, she loves to play with her toys.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not in there, she wants to be with us.
Yeah, for sure.
So this question says, when are you starting renos in your house? Can't wait to follow along and see the result. And it could not start soon enough for me. I'm so excited
Yeah.
about it every single day. I just wish we could start tomorrow. But we have an architect and a draftsman working on the papers so we can submit a permit, and that takes a while. So as soon as all of those are submitted, we are planning on hitting the ground running.
Yeah, I would say about 2 months is that whole process takes about 2 months, and then we can begin on the first thing will be some exterior items to the front of the house, and then we're just kind of like, I don't know, this whole interior with the living room is going to be an insane change.
Yeah, there's a massive column in the middle of the room that kind of
Divides the space a little
yeah,
bit.
and it like goes right up against the island, which is kind of strange. So our first thing is to get rid of that column.
Yeah.
It might take a lot of work.
Yeah, so we have like structural engineers here. It's a big undertaking. We'll document it too for you guys, because I think it's going to be super interesting to kind of see the transformation and show you guys that. All right, so what is the favorite part of your new place, and can we see more of it?
I mean, we showed you guys the whole thing, right?
Yeah. We breezed through it.
What
because
else do you want to see of the house? Tell us and we'll show you.
Let us know if you want us to do an updated house tour with the furniture in it. I think a lot of people would be interested to see what we do with the space, how it is now, even though we're going to change a lot of things. So let us know if you want to see that.
Yes, and I also think I might do a pantry organization video. As nerdy as that sounds, I'm so excited about my organizing happening in there. So let us know if that's something you would want to see, and I'll make sure to make a video about it.
She's been definitely working hard at that.
Okay, so this question is, how's Lauren been since the miscarriage? And I would say right this moment, I'm doing pretty good, but it's a up and down roller coaster all the time. I think my hormones are probably starting to level out a little bit more because I feel a lot normal and more in control. But I would say over the past month, it's been a little unpredictable and I would like randomly get depressed, like extremely depressed, and I didn't know why. So that's just what comes with the hormones part of it. And also like if something triggers me.
Yeah, like me, I'll trigger her.
No, like if I think about it, like if something inspires me to start thinking about it, then I get really sad and I have a hard time getting out of that. But I just try to stay positive, and the reason I shared that with everybody is because I knew the positive takeaway from going through that experience is that I could help other people. So that really helped me with my recovery, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm hopeful for our future kids.
Yeah, we literally posted that video the day after, we went through that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I just had to get it out there just to be done with it. I didn't want to hold on to that any longer and not tell anyone. So
it's been interesting
yeah,
over here.
How have you been doing?
I will say that the house, the move, Alessia's birthday, a lot of these big changes that have happened over the last couple weeks.
And my clothing line.
The clothing
I'm
line.
doing a photo shoot this weekend for my new clothing line's launch. So that's definitely kept me busy.
And I think that's helped too. There's moments where we just are trying to keep ourselves so busy that we can't think about it. But ultimately that never happens. But I think if we were, just home and not busy, it would be worse.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. When are you starting your new herb garden?
Started. The planning stage just started.
Yes, I had somebody over here that could help me build planter boxes, and I told them how I want the layout of my garden, what the vibe is gonna be in there. I'm really, really excited because I don't want it to just be a standard garden. I want it to be somewhere that we can hang out and have dates and have some cute little tea lights, and I can set up a tray with caprese salad and some wine and be like, Arie, come over here.
Sounds amazing. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen.
So it's gonna be a bigger project than just starting an herb garden, but it's in the works already.
Yep. What has surprised you the most about your life together post-show?
You answer that one first, I'm curious.
I don't know. I just I think there's so much uncertainty when the show wraps because you know each other in this environment of being on the show, and then you're just set free into regular life.
Into the wild.
Yeah, and you're just and then I guess not the real work, but the real interesting stuff starts happening, like living together and figuring out traveling
without other people helping plan it.
Yeah, and I think that I think the biggest thing that surprised me is how similar we are.
But you always said that.
I know, but I didn't really realize that till right after the show, and I think that I was always drawn to her and I was always in love with her and I wanted life with her, but the transition was so smooth, and I think that was always so surprising. Like buying a first house together, we had this similar taste, and that was really surprising, and we just, I don't know, I think that things are easy and I love that about our relationship.
Yeah, I think for me, this is just gonna show you guys how damaged my past is. But I think for me, I was just surprised that he never changed. That's sad. But every other person I dated in the past.
Oh, they started out
they
really.
They would show me their best side, and then as soon as they locked me in, they changed and were terrible humans.
Oh.
But he's not like that.
You're so sweet.
He's not like that at all. So we're really happy.
All right, so this next question. Oh, see, look, she's getting higher than me.
I just have to. Leave me alone. Okay, what made you make a YouTube channel? Mind you, this is coming from our Instagram.
Right.
So we don't have as many people on our YouTube as we do on our Instagram. So maybe they just don't understand YouTube or something. I don't know.
So I guess our friends are really into YouTube. And I think that we saw like them get into it and like really have fun with it. And also this is a really cool way to watch these videos back, especially of Alessi. You know, because she's in almost all of our videos. She probably won't be in this video, but if she's sleeping right now.
But it also would be cool for us to look back on when we're 90 years old and we're like, oh my gosh, look how young we were talking about our marriage and stuff.
And the things like the house tour and stuff, these are like big life moments. And the first thing we ever put on our YouTube was our wedding video. And that's kind of where it started. We're like, oh, we want this to look back on.
Yeah, but also at the same time, like we were on reality TV and someone else had control over the editing of that. And we wanted to have control over like our story. So like this is our way of being able to put our own content out and we have control over like showing you guys the real us, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we just want to interact with you guys on our own terms, really, I guess.
Yeah, we want you guys to know us exactly how we are and not like this edited version.
Yeah.
Our weird selves, where we are. That was it.
All right, well, that was it. If you
that's
guys want us to do a part 2, let us know. We love doing these. So
Yeah, for sure.
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh, babe, ow, I just broke my neck for real. Did you hear that crack?